Hello everyone, this is Spot. Welcome back to Prison Architect. We're playing Wildwood Prison. Almost said Westwood again. I do that. Almost did it. Okay. Is this an intake we want to be doing? It is. Yes. Very good. Very good. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Yes. First thing I wanted to do before I forget, before I run out of the monies, okay? I wanted to put in I was going to put some solitary doors in here. The heaviest door to stop even the strongest of prisoners from escaping. Yes, that's right. All right. I was gonna put this here, but it just remembered me. I just remembered that we actually had talked about possibly needing a bigger security area. So there is that. Now this, I didn't think about this until right now, but this actually may be a thing in that, let's start this going faster. We actually make money over time, so yay. We should probably watch her. Actually, this is the first time we've actually had an intake, and I'm actually quite interested about if it will deliver them here or here. I mean, I apologize. It's the first intake we've had since we made this delivery zone. Or room, I guess, whatever. But first of all, before we're on here, let's go in here and... none. Okay. Oh, and because these actually... pull this down like here. No, what's up? If I remember correctly, these, it's not just a straight intake. There's a pool of prisoners that become available, and I think how that pool is filled is based on these. Which actually I'll do it like this. There we go. So that whenever we come back to it, we'll be okay. All right, where's our prison? Okay, here's our prisoners right here. Is it going to stop here? Oh, he's not. Okay, that's good. Maybe. Now, that's interesting. I wonder if this doesn't have anything to do with the delivery zone. I wonder if it drops them off at the closest path, I guess the term would be path found entrance from the road to reception. It's possible that that's how reception came about. Is that they were like, we need some way to, which would be really interesting. That would mean we don't need delivery here. That's actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to remove this delivery zone. And if this is the case, it means that when I bitched about this in my recent critical fixes video, it was wrong. And that's just crazy because everyone knows that I'm never wrong. Yeah, right. All right. I'm gonna put some concrete tiles there. I don't know why. I just felt like it. All right. Oh, by the way, somebody told me, and I forget your name. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm horrible with names, actually. Even in real life, I'm horrible with names. So somebody has to tell me like 10 times before I remember that I could get this area to remove, but I've tried even after you told me. It's not demolished walls. It's not corridor area. It's not. I don't think it's dismantle object. No, that would be silly. Yeah, I don't know. Now, one thing on the security, as I said, is we could remove this stuff here. Why am I always pausing? We could remove this stuff here and expand this, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. What we could do, I'm not sure what we would do with this then, but what we could do is we could. This is what I was saying earlier that it just hit me. It's possible that we could maybe put a security center over here somewhere. And we could actually make it, and actually that would kind of go together in a way, actually now that I think about it. Because remember, one of the things that we needed to do here was create a protective custody wing or something, right? And also, if we put the security center over here, if we expanded this way, it would be more central. So that's an interesting idea. Now, how would we do that? We would need, if we go like this and we put two different things here, we have to provide access to the one behind it. The question is, do we want protective custody to be up here in front or behind? I think we actually want the security area to be in front because it's going to be a lot smaller than the protective custody. And that brings the next question to mind. How many cells do we actually want to support for protective custody? I mean, like, how many people would we need to put into protective custody right now? I mean, actually, that one guy, we have one guy because he's a snitch. So let's see here. We've got, I would think that if we need more than 10, well, it depends. As the prison grows, that may change, right? But if we need more than 10, we're gonna have an issue, I think. Now remember, in protective custody, we have to provide all this stuff. In fact, I think we even have to provide... Actually, I think we have to provide everything, because the whole point is that we cannot let them have access, have them have contact with other prisoners at all. Which means, for instance, well, see, that's part of the issue with the zoning system, right? I can't not have them work here. I can't say you can't work here unless I do like a hallway thing like this for every single... no dog. There's no tunnel there. So what we would need to do is we would actually need to do... And that would imply that... I mean, like, we can't build out... I mean, you pretty much... If you're going to do protective custody right, it has to be like... Everything... You have to build a miniature prison inside your prison. Right? So, do we let them go to classrooms? Do we let them go to chapel? Do we make our own chapel here? I don't know. I guess it's mainly about limiting contact as much as possible. So, let me think about this. We would... It's... Man. So, will they still get shanked if there's guards around? I would assume that at some point they will. We need a CCTV camera here. Oh, by the way, can I turn these on right now? Oh, I don't think I can turn them on because I'm actually in a game. I installed a mod, which supposedly puts a little arrow on the CCTV, the direction it's supposed to be facing, which is nice. There was actually another mod I found that actually reduces the size requirements of all the rooms, pretty much. Unfortunately, last time it was updated, it was like Alpha 29, and it supposedly has issues. I mean, I did try to install it, but it has issues, so that's a thing. Oh, I did find a really interesting little piece of advice that was really great. I was watching a little YouTube video that was a companion, right, for this basketball court mod. I'm sure some of you have seen it. And completely unrelated to the basketball mod thing, he was trying to burn time. And he was pointing out that, you know how a lot of times, like in here, how they all bunch up and stuff, hardcore? He was saying that one of the things that you can do to help alleviate that is actually unzone a little bit inside, right? As long as your size requirements will allow it. And I think it actually allows them to move through faster because they're not stopping. Because the problem is when they hit they're like, you know, programmatically, they're going to the yard, right? Boom. So they go towards the yard and they hit the zone and now they're in the yard and they stop. They don't disperse more. So this allows them, more of them to get through the door and then stop. Now, what would actually make this better is if this was one wider, we could move both of these benches in more, which would allow more room. What we'll probably do is move this bench over, because they usually come in through here. And then that would allow them to move around more. In fact, what we could do possibly is actually like do something like not even that. Actually, that probably should stay there. Where's my rooms? Yard, I mean. Bonk. There we go. But like at this point, they'll come around here and then they'll disperse around. And I actually think that that'll work well. And probably moving this bench will be helpful. We'll do that later. After there's not people on it. Because that's a problem. Yeah, so actually I thought that was a really great idea. In general. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Where'd I put the other one? Right there. Bloop. There we go. Same thing about the actual kitchen, I mean the shower, which we kind of have that already. See, because of these drains, this isn't zoned, I don't believe. Oh, it was. It's not now. There we go. All right. Actually, we probably should. Where's the shower? Shower. Or we should keep that zoned. And maybe that one. I don't know. I'm confused, but not these. Good. Yes. Yes. So not these. There we go. But those are fine. Great. So actually, they end up moving in for now. In the shower, you still have that issue, but it's not near as much as here because in the shower they're seeking out a head. That sounds bad. But they're actually seeking out a shower head. So that's an incentive for them to move further into shower. But in the yard, they're kind of like, unless they're going straight for a weights bench, I think they come in here and they're just hanging out, you know, hanging around. prisoner yard, and I don't know how it goes beyond that, but that's what they're doing, and so they end up bunching up, and that's just bad. That's bad. And then I think the same thing probably happens in the common room, but they're never really going in. I think usually, I mean, we could like do something like let's see here, just as a kind of a little bit of a safety measure type thing. Actually, do it here too. Boom. And we can do it here. Come on, there we go. So at least when they're coming in, they tend to not bunch quite so bad. So, but yeah, I thought that was actually a good piece of advice all around. Because I know before when I've had a deal where like the cantina is its own room and there's like an entrance, they all end up bunching up right there. And again, I don't know how the code is written, but I honestly believe, I think that when a prisoner gets in a close enough proximity to another prisoner, a pair of, not a pair, but some dice are rolled internally, and it's modified by all the stuff with the prisoner, like how unhappy they are, what their personality is and all that stuff, and there's a decision dice being rolled, a decision on if somebody starts a fight, right? So allowing them more girth in like a hallway and more room to move is, I think, really important. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're going to, I think we're okay. How many maximum security prisoners do we have? 40. We've got 43 capacity. Awesome. So that's actually pretty good. So we could actually bring in, I think we could bring in like, what could we bring in, like 20 more? Could we bring in 20 more shared? I think we could. Let's do it. Let's do it. No, needs, not needs. Intake. I don't know why I went to needs. That's right. How are our needs? Come on, needs. There you go. Not bad. Some people need to pee, but that's fine. Let's pull this down. Chink. Okay. We're going up to 20. 20, yay. All right. Boom. When is this happening? 13 hours. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. I'm going to check my deployment. I'm going to start, I'm getting in the mode. I'm going to start checking my deployment screen just from time to time randomly, you know, just so we don't see people coming all through here. All right. People are eating, that's great, etc., etc. So we need to design this thing. So I'm thinking that we put a security center up here. We could actually do walls here. I know that usually I would do this stuff like off camera. It's fine. Honestly, it's one of those things where when I'm watching someone, like planning out this stuff is literally part of this game. So it's kind of like if they skip it, you know. Yes, we're gonna have a door in here, so somewhere. So we'll see. I guess we could replace this fence. Oh, real quick. Are there anybody? Is there anyone that wants to be? Nope. Guess not. How are our? No, not emergencies. Well, this guy has like really low. Oh, but he has very low coverage. Oh, okay. What is that? No, I was about to say the more coverage they have, the more suspicion they can get. But actually, I wonder if the suspicion level, the line, will change. It probably does. We're not going to do it right now. They're eating. And that's another thing, right? The fact that like when we actually activate one of these guys, they have to come all the way. Actually, they have to come all the way around here, which is a serious problem. That's got to change. It's got to change. How do we get all this money? Oh, right, because we just brought in a bunch of prisoners, and we're going to get some more. Okay, great. So this is going to be our security center. We're going to need. Now that's the next question. Do we actually need an armory over here? My thing is, I like to have the armory off of the I don't think you have to, but I like to have it attached to the security center, so you have to go through the security center to get there because there's usually a crap ton of cops or guards in. Why is there not a guard here? What in the world is wrong with you people? Anyway, there's a lot of guards there, so if there's like someone trying to break in, I think that there's a lot higher possibility that, you know, they'll be stopped before they get to the armory, because we do not want them getting to the armory, obviously. All right. So we actually need the armory attached here, and we need a significant amount more room than this. So let's I think, and we also need access to the protected custody side of things. So I'm thinking that we might do like a hallway here. Let's see here, planning, more planning, yay. So we need probably a 2 wide hallway going down here. and we'll get to this in a minute. But for now, we need to talk about security here. So I would like to do what I usually do with security, which is a double like airlock door thing. So we'd probably do something like this, right? And then we'd put like a door there and a door there, and we'd have them both on things, right? And sadly, the security center still needs a desk. I don't know. So we would probably put those like, well, it depends on where we put them. Here, maybe? Yay. Okay. And then, now, let's see here. Let's come out of planning for a second. The door control systems are 2x1. These are 3x1. Yeah, 3x1. And real quick, the phone tap is just 1, right? Yeah. So 2x1, 3x1, and the longer one are the CCTV monitors. Yeah. Okay. So if we did, let's say we did door control, right? Objects. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. So if we did one, okay, boom there. Okay, so if we did 1, 2, and I'm actually going to put a pathway one here, just so I can tell which is which. So the right side of each of these is a door control, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 door controls here. And I think that we want room for expansion, right? So we're going to do, I would like to have a double walkway here, right? So we're going to do this. Here, pathway, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so that's, what was it, 8 here? So that's 16 total, which is going to give us quite a bit of door control, even if we expand. Right, and then we want to do CCTV stuff, which is going to be, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, and wait, did I do that wrong? I did. There. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And cameras. Now, right now, I don't know if we are actually going to want to remove this security, or we may actually. We may move this stuff over here, and we may expand this. Well, actually, there's this fence here. I don't know. No, we need the ability to walk behind it. But it depends. We might be able to turn some of this into some type of solitary. I'm just not sure how we do it yet. But we'll work it out. But we'll probably move this stuff over here. So right now, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 CCTV monitors. Wait, was that CCTV? Yes, it is. Okay. I couldn't tell because they look a bit weird like that. So we have 7 CCTV monitors right now. Just right now. So we'll probably need more than that. This is 5 right here. So I think that we're going to have to do a significant amount of... no, not there. No. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. So I think we're just going to have to, like, have a significant amount of CCTV monitors here. In general. And what we may do, because it would work... Let's remove this. Here's what I'm thinking. I think that we may actually go down here, and the reason why is, hold on, I'll show you here in a second. What this allows us to do, so these are, this allows us to have a walkway over here. So if we moved all of these down, just like this. I know for some of you this may be boring, but I know for like me, if I'm watching it, I like watching stuff like this, so I don't know what to tell you. I can't make everybody happy all the time. Now, what this does is this will limit this to like one walkway, but I don't think that's actually that big of a deal. Because they're guards and they're not like gonna bunch up and start, you know, freaking out. Also, if prisoners break in here, we kind of want them to be, you know, kind of like we want to put them into a narrow area type situation. So there is that. So we would move these down. What are we on object here? Yeah. So here. Now, unfortunately, I think that unless we micromanage this, we're going to have to burn some money on... What just happened? Did I screw something up? Oh, right. No. Doot. And then pathways. Yeah, like that. Cool. Okay. So actually, we're just going to do it like this. We'll just do this, actually. Object. Don't. Okay. Oh, and actually, we get an extra one down here. That's not bad. Why do we get an extra one down there? No, that's actually not an extra. There we go. Actually, we could leave this down here because... But it wouldn't match necessarily. But that's not actually, that means that they wouldn't necessarily be back to back. It would be like one, that's actually not a bad idea. Hold on. So we'll actually go back to the way we were. You were fine just how you were before. Never change. Okay, so these are all door controls, CCTV. We're going to need even more of these though. So I'm just going to do this. This is a lot faster than doing it the other way. Oh, actually, we can actually do this too. That works pretty good, actually. Let's see here. Pathways. Don't. There we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 12. Okay, so that's 17 in total. And I think we should go ahead and do another one because I think that we're going to need it just in the long run, right? Pathways. There we go. I wish there was actually a real blueprinting system so we could actually put down like blueprinted objects. That would be nice. But that's fine. It's not like a major issue or anything. All right, so I think that this would be enough. This would be on this wall, right? And then this would probably be the armory. And I guess we get a little bit more room here. So we need an armory. We need tables and these, so these are one. Are these just 1, 2? That's just very odd the way it does that. But yeah, they're 2, and these are I think 1. Okay, so we just need to do like, and this table is 4, of course. All right, do you actually need a table in the armory? You do. All right. So let's see here, objects. So if we had this would be the, is it a gun rack? I forget what it's called. Weapons rack. Gun rack. Okay, so this is gun rack. 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, what we need to do, hold on a second. Does it tell us here? Each armed guard requires his own locker in the armory. Okay, that's it. It's just the armor, the locker. Shotgun prisoners, think twice. Okay, so what we need to do here is, first of all, what I'm going to do is because they're cheap, and we'll probably put them in, I'm going to do 4. These are going to be our tables. 4. Great. And then we'll have, we'll probably do a weapons rack, 2 lockers. Weapons rack, 2 lockers. Weapons rack, 2 lockers. Weapons rack, 2 lockers. Weapons rack. And then we can put a locker. There. Well, actually, we can do like this. Whoop. I just have to remember what these mean. Now, this would allow us to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 armed guards, but that's all. Now, how many weapons racks? I mean, how many guards can a weapons rack support? Do we know? I mean, I'm sure somebody knows. I don't know. Okay, so I think what we're going to need to do, though, is we're just going to need to go over here and be like, do the same thing on this side. We probably won't build all the, I mean, we definitely will not build all these up front. We will only build this stuff as we need it. Boop, there we go. And then we'll bring our wall down here. But what in the world? No. I clicked, well, I thought. There we go. Oh, and I need to put a cut in this video. So, yeah, we'll do this, and then we can actually put another 2 here. Yay. Not that. That. There we go. Yeah. And we'll put a solitary door there, or a hardcore door, or something. Because there's not like a blast door or something, which I really think there should be, because, you know, this type of stuff. That's actually an object. That's an object. Yay! Okay, so I need to put a cut in this video, but this is pretty much our new security center. which we will build out. This will be the entrance up here, right? And so this is security, and then down here will be protective custody, right? And yeah, and we will work on this in the next episode for sure. But I'm going to cut here. This is running long already. Thank you for hanging out. Always appreciate it. And hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
We're going for the moon.
Hey there, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. If you'd like to see more, just click subscribe. Come say hi to me on Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, any of those. I hope to see you next time.